Hello, Brother Sewing and Crafting family. Angela Wolf here, Brother Brand Ambassador, and I'm so excited to see you on this awesome new week. And I don't know about you, but in Michigan it is sunny and 60, so I am a happy camper. All right, but what's better than that is some crafting. Now, wait till you see these adorable bracelets. So you're going to need your ScanNCut and Artspira, and Jennifer is here. These are so cute. So what I want you to do is leave a comment, say hi, say where you're from. Today, we are streaming on Brothers Crafting page on the Facebook and YouTube channels. We are live and we can see all your comments. So let's bring Jennifer up. How are you, Jennifer? It's great to see you.
Good to see you, Angela. Good morning. Well, it's morning where I am.
Yeah, good morning, good morning. And you know what? I love the Brother fans because they're in here early, already chatting up on the YouTube side and the Facebook side. So they're excited for this. And I got to see a little sneak peek of these adorable bracelets. And I just got back from visiting two of my youngest nieces. They're 5. They're going to go crazy over these. I better get ready to make some for Easter.
You know what? And it's a really fast project. You're going to have a lot of fun and you can put your own creative spin on it. They'd be great Easter gifts.
Oh, super fun. So I'll let you take it away and show what you're making.
All right. So welcome. Good morning. Well, it's good morning for me. I am in Oregon. So Angela said it's 60 something degrees where she is. It's not 60 degrees here. I think we're looking at a high of 40 this morning. So it is a good day for me to be crafting in my sewing and craft area. Today, I want to show you a quick project using your ScanNCut and the Artspira app. So hopefully everyone that's watching is familiar or who has heard of the new Artspira app. Artspira is an app by Brother. You can download it onto your tablet or your smartphone device, and you can get projects for your embroidery, projects for your ScanNCut. If you have a new print moda, you can get printing projects. And of course, we have this sublimation printer, so you can now get your sublimation projects right in Artspira. So let me show you the bracelets really quick. I'm just going to reach behind me. I have them on the table. I've done a few of them. Like I said, they are a fast project. So they are really cute, just little bracelets. They've got a little lobster clasp on the back. You can make them in different sizes. This one's kind of a sparkly faux vinyl. I know my room is kind of dark. As I said, it's cold here in Oregon, so I'm not getting any sunshine in the windows. So this one's kind of a sparkly faux vinyl. And then this one is another faux vinyl that I used. And I'm going to show you how to take the file from Artspira, send it over to your ScanNCut, cut these, and then put them together. So I have shared my phone screen with Angela. There she is.
Sorry, I muted myself. I was just making sure that we are definitely live on both pages. I want to make sure they were rolling, and there is your screen.
Here is my screen. You can see, look, it's 45 degrees outside. So it is a bit chilly here. So I am going to go into the Artspira app. So I've got all of my Brother apps here, and there is a slight delay on the phone link. So I'm going to try to talk as it pops everything up. So here's all my Brother apps, and I'm going to click into Artspira.
I'm going to try to make this as big as possible. How about there? That's the biggest. There you go, Jennifer.
That's good. So as you can see, when it opens up, you've got the home page. Now the bracelets that we are going to do were in one of the monthly Artspira magazines. This is the latest issue that came out last Thursday. And you can see that if you scroll, there's some new designs. And then there's usually 3 or 4 projects of the week. So you get a magazine each week. I don't remember which magazine the bracelet was in, but we can search for that. As you scroll up, you can see new free designs for embroidery, new free designs for cutting, some new designs for sublimation and printing. Look at some of these cutting designs. I mean, they're just so cute. Little Mermaid, belief in yourself, just some really fun stuff. Design
There's
temp.
so many. Oh my gosh, Jennifer, you're scrolling through that, and I watch this all the time and scroll, and I just saw some new ones that I haven't even seen.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're constantly adding to it. And then there is a paid subscription portion of Artspira, which I believe is, I think it's $13.99 a month, where you can get additional designs. So paid cutting, paid embroidery, paid printing. There's a popular projects, popular embroidery. Look at this little bunny. You know, Easter's coming up.
Oh, that's cute.
It's just some fun designs. You can see at the bottom of each of the designs, and I know it's really tiny on the screen, but it does tell you whether it's an embroidery or a cutting machine. So these have little embroidery machines down at the bottom of them. And then one of the new features that I really thought was fun when I went in here was down at the very bottom, there's a little tab that says gallery. You can now share your creations that you make, whether you're embroidering something, you made something on your ScanNCut or your sublimation printer, and you want to share it. We have our own little social media feed right within Artspira, and people have begun to show some of their fun projects. So, you know, embroidery projects.
Oh, I love the gallery. And you know what? It's filling up so quickly. At first, there were just a handful of things, and now it really has caught on. And I don't know if everybody realizes how much fun it is to see what other people are doing.
Yeah, I mean, this was a magazine project a few weeks ago, some little phone holders. But, you know, Angela, remember the last time I was on and we made those really cute, well, I thought they were cute, the little coffee mug
Yes,
rug.
the coffee mug rugs. Everybody loved that one, Jennifer.
Yes, and they were really fun. And I was scrolling through here the other day, just enjoying seeing everyone's creativity. And I came across somebody.
Oh,
If she's watching, S. Schroeder, looks like she was watching and she went ahead and made one of those mug rugs and posted it in the gallery. So that was really fun for me to see that someone took my idea and went with it.
We have to know, is S. Schroeder on the live today? Leave a comment. We want to know who you are and where you are, and that's a great project too. That was really cute. In fact, Jennifer, anybody who hasn't seen that episode, you can go back through Brother at Your Side Virtually and check that one out. It was so fun, so cute, easy, great gift item. Great self gift item.
Yes, exactly. Well, mine is right here next to my coffee. I'm a coffee holic. I said that on that live, but that was really fun to see. But it's really fun. It's fun for us to see everyone's projects and what they're doing with their different machines. So I wanted to point a few of those things out this morning before we got started, because you know sometimes you don't go into an app for a while,
Yeah,
and you don't know what's new. So let's go ahead and find those bracelets. So like I said, it was a magazine project, which would be here, but I don't remember quite which magazine. So up on the top, there's a little search bar, and I am just going to type in bracelet.
that's easy.
If I can spell. And any kind of design or project that falls under that will come up in the search. So there you can see on the top, there's our leather bracelets. So I'm going to click into it. The really nice thing about our projects is that there are full color pictures. There is a little video. It doesn't have any sound, but we'll walk you through the steps of making the project. It has the materials that you need, so you can go ahead and gather all of your materials before you get started. And then step-by-step instructions on how to put the project together. But since I'm going to walk you through this, we're not going to scroll through. I'm just going to show you how to get your project from Artspira to your ScanNCut. We're going to cut it out, and then we're going to put it together. So we're going to scroll, and under step 1, it says to put our material on our mat. We're going to do that in a minute. But as you can see, step 2 is tap the pattern below. So the really nice thing is when you go into any of these projects, you don't have to read the project and then go search for the design. We've linked the design into the project. So right here with the little blue box, that is my design. If I touch that, it's going to bring it up. That is the link for our bracelet. And all I have to do is hit create. And it brings it up on what we call the artboard, or really it's a depiction of the 12 by 12 mat for your ScanNCut. You can add additional things to the mat if you want. But for this purpose, I'm just going to send this little one link over to my ScanNCut. So I'm going to hit done. And it brings me up to the preview screen, which shows it on my mat. It shows down below that I have already linked my cutting machine, my ScanNCut. If yours is not there, you'll touch the little machine and go ahead and link your machine. But mine is already set. And really, all I have to do is touch this transfer button. I should make note that everything, your phone, your tablet, whatever you're working Artspira from, and your ScanNCut or your embroidery machine all have to be on the same network. So it gives me a message that it's going to overwrite any data. So if I've sent something else to the ScanNCut for another project, it's going to overwrite that. It can only kind of hold one thing out there in the cloud at a time. So I'm going to hit OK. It gives me the little transferring circle, and it says that my transfer is complete. That is how fast it is to send from Artspira. So I'm going to change my camera. First,
I'm here to help you out to do that, Jennifer. I'm sorry. UPS
okay.
guys walked in, and so I took myself out not to interrupt.
No, that's okay. Before we do that, I'm just going to hit the back button a few more times and go back to the steps. And I want to point out in the steps here, the really nice thing for this bracelet is that it gives you the suggested number of links to cut based on the size of bracelet you want to make. So for a small, it says 9 to 10 links, medium 11 to 12, large 13 to 14. My first bracelet, I cut 16 links because I just wasn't sure how many, how tight it was going to be. That was way too many. So I had some left over. So I think that's kind of a good thing to point out is in the instructions, we do try to give you as much detail as possible. So I'm going to go and change cameras.
Hey, Jennifer, so if somebody was like, I don't know if, how many links, how big is that or anything like that, couldn't they go ahead and cut those extra links, and as they put them together, kind of piece it, and if they realize, hey, I don't need any more, they could do that?
Yes, that's what I did the first time. So I have a few links left, but that's okay. I can use them for another project. I'd rather, cut more than I need than find out it's too short. So
I would too. Okay.
All right. So I'm going to make sure that hopefully there's no gremlins in my studio this morning. And I'm going to switch over to my ScanNCut.
And we can see it great.
All right. So let me wake it up. So now I have sent the design over from Artspira. Really easy to find. I'm going to go to retrieve data, and it goes into the Wi-Fi cloud here. So I'm going to touch the cloud. And there is my link. It only sent the one. Remember, I didn't duplicate it in Artspira. So I need to duplicate it for my bracelet. So I'm going to go ahead and touch it to select it. There'll be a red box. I'm going to go to Edit, Object Edit. And then up here on the top middle icon is our multiple keys. So if I want more than one of an object, I'm going to touch that. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to increase the number to 12. And I'm going to touch OK. Now you can see it's put 12 of them, but they're kind of all overlapping. So one of the nice functions on the ScanNCut is I can ask it to kind of arrange those on the mat for me so they're not overlapping. I'm going to go to OK. I'm going to go to select all. I'm going to touch OK. OK once more. Now here is where I can arrange the designs, and I can choose one of these. And now you can see it's put them all on my mat and they're not overlapping. I'm going to touch OK. And one more thing is I want to group them. And I'm going to touch Object Edit and Group. So now when I scan in my piece of faux leather or material that I'm going to use, I can actually move them all at once instead of individually. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to change cameras again, hoping my gremlins are far away.
Jennifer, I love that you showed that with the grouping, because when you see all those little pieces come up, it's like, do I have to move each one of those around? This is going to take forever.
It's
You showed that so well.
Right? Nope,
Yeah.
just clicks of the button. So I'm going to go to my other camera, and I'm going to turn. I have a light behind it, so hopefully that'll help. Okay, so I have my mat, and I just wanted to show you some of the materials that I used. This is just a faux leather or faux vinyl, I guess. I don't know if we call them leathers or vinyls. You can get these at any of the craft stores. This is the one that I made this bracelet out of, and you can see that the back of it is black. So I didn't do anything to the back. I just cut it as is and used it for my links. And then you can get really fun, and you can get printed. So this is a printed one. Again, I used it, but look at this one has white on the back. So I didn't really want to see the white, fuzzy on the back of my links. So I thought, what could I do to jazz it up a little bit? So I cut my piece, and if you're like me and you like glitz, you probably have some heat transfer vinyl that's got glitter. I love glitter. So all I did was I took my heat transfer vinyl and I fused it to the back of that faux leather or faux vinyl. I put a topper on it, not a topper, iron pressing cloth on top, and then ironed this, let it cool, pulled off the carrier sheet because you don't want the plastic carrier sheet that's on your heat transfer vinyl. And then when I cut my links, I decided to actually alternate them. So I have some of the links show the printed vinyl with the yellow on the back. And then I folded some of them the opposite direction so that you see the glitter for the links for that one. So like I said, you can get really creative with your different types of material. You could use cork, you could use faux leather, you could use the faux vinyl. I imagine you could use real leather if you had some real leather on hand. So for today, I'm going to try another one that I have. And this one has some cherries on it. I thought that might be cute. We'll see what it looks like. So I'm going to take my cover off my mat. I am using a standard mat for this. And This is one that I've used quite a bit and kept clean, but I'm actually going to put the vinyl side down just so I can ensure that it'll stick nice. So I'm going to put it, again, remember, if you're not familiar with our ScanNCut, the nice thing about the ScanNCut is we're going to scan this in to our machine and we'll be able to see where this is on the mat. And remember, we grouped all of our links, so we're going to be able to put them right on over the top of where our vinyl is. So I'm going to use my brayer, one of my favorite tools, just to make sure that my vinyl is nice and secure to the mat. We're going to do another camera change. Aha! And I am going to load the mat. I don't have a camera set to show you the loading, but I am putting the mat in between the two divots, holding it in the center, and I'm going to touch the load button. And I'm going to go to touch OK. This is my main screen. This is my scanner. So I'm going to touch scan. I'm going to touch start, and my machine is going to go ahead and scan my mat for me. And I am going to go ahead and I can barely see it because it's got the white background. So I'm going to go to the tools here and I'm going to make my background a little darker. Touch OK. Now I can see where the links are, and I'm actually seeing that my vinyl is a little short. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to edit. I'm going to go to object edit. I'm going to ungroup those. And then I'm going to just move a couple of them down underneath. So that I can fit everything on my vinyl. And I'm going to touch OK and touch OK. And then I'm going to touch OK once more. Now I'm ready to cut. So I'm going to go to please select. I'm going to choose cut. I'm using the ScanNCut SDX 325, which has the auto blade. I am using the black capped standard auto blade. And the nice thing is my SDX machine will actually measure the depth of my material for me. So I don't really have to worry about it going through my mat, cutting through my mat. But I am going to do a test cut just to show. I'm going to hit test. It's going to put a little tiny triangle here. And I'm going to move it over. I usually put it on the right side. I think that's just habit. That's what I do. And I'm going to hit start. And the ScanNCut is actually just going to cut that little triangle just to make sure that I cut all the way through my vinyl. I'm going to check and put this in front of the camera. So you can see that I just drop it.
I was like, uh-oh, there it goes. There it goes. Oh, so yeah, she's tiny.
Perfectly through my vinyl. So now that I know that my cut is perfect, I can just hit start. So this is going to take about 3 minutes to cut. So I thought maybe we come back to the camera and see if there are any questions.
Sure. And also, someone asked Jennifer if you would hold up that bracelet again. They want to see just that bracelet, if you could put it in front of the ScanNCut. They love it. They love it.
All right. So here's the one. This is the one that has the heat transfer glitter vinyl I put just on the back of the faux vinyl. And then this one is that kind of metallic looking, kind of like looks like a rainbow. It's more of a blue, but in the light it kind of gets a little bit of a rainbow shimmer on it. So we'll see how the cherries look.
Super, super cute. Super cute. So, okay, not related to what you're doing, you do have a few questions about your nails. Everybody loves your nails and they want to know if you made those.
No, I did not. It's actually just nail stickers, but I have in the past cut little decals for my nails out of just regular adhesive vinyl. I've cut little reindeer for Christmas.
Oh,
And hearts and Mickey Mouse, because I'm a Disney adult. So when I've gone to Disney, I glam up my nails. So that's the cool thing is the ScanNCut can cut little tiny 1/4 inch detailed. Even my reindeer had little antlers. It was, so get crafty with your ScanNCut.
definitely. It's kind of like when I ask people, did you make your top? And they're like, no, but I could have. So no, but you could have done your nails. Hey, Debbie wants to know, do you have any tips? I know some things we use aren't brother products, but do you have any tips for cleaning your mat to keep that stickiness?
I use the baby wipes and I just try to do it after each time. The mat that I'm using right now, I did notice in a couple places the adhesive is barely there. I don't ever restick my mats. I'm afraid that if I put something on my mat, it's going to gum up inside my machine, and then I'm either going to void my warranty or my poor machine is going to have to go to the doctor, and I can't live without my ScanNCut. So
yeah, and also, do you use, Debbie? You could use. Sometimes you'll see some of the educators and ambassadors use tape to hold if it's a thick piece of paper or fabric down, something like that, to give it that little extra.
I like to use the paper tape, like in the scrapbooking section, because it's not super sticky, so it's not going to leave a residue on your mat, but it will hold down, your whatever your felt or vinyl, whatever you're trying to cut. It'll hold it in place.
Okay.
But the thing with the mats is, it's kind of like our needles on our sewing machine, our consumable part. So it will last as long as you can keep it clean, but then you might have to just get a new one. Yeah.
And they last a long time. I have some that, and I'll just rinse it off. Sometimes I'll use just some warm water just to rinse it off. That works well too.
Yeah, and the one that I'm using right now has been used a lot, so it's not quite as sticky. That's why I was okay with putting my vinyl side down, because I knew it wasn't going to, mess up my vinyl, because it's not
bother it. Debbie, will that work for fabric as well? Yeah, you can, as long as you're not going to be cutting through where the tape is. I always make sure that my tape is just holding the pieces down. Now, that's being said loosely, though, Debbie. If you're using a really lightweight knit or something crazy like that that could move around while it's cutting, then maybe not so much.
And if you are using a knit, I would recommend the rotary blade.
Oh, definitely.
The rotary blade for the ScanNCuts, it doesn't actually roll across it doesn't push your fabric. It takes little bites, so it doesn't slide your fabric around on the mat.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, Jennifer, because that rotary blade, when they came out with that, was an absolute game changer for those of us that like to cut fabrics or really different types of material other than paper, because it can cut the tiniest little things out of, fabric is one of the main ones that I use it for. Right.
And I've cut sequined fabric with it. I've cut batting. It's great for wool felt. If you are someone who likes to do wool felt applique, get yourself the rotary blade, because you can, scan those applique designs into your ScanNCut and cut them on the wool felt with that rotary blade. I've cut swim fabric, that plush type fabric that everyone likes, that's real soft. So it's great for all of those different kind of fabrics other than just quilting cotton.
That's awesome. That Debbie looks like you're all set because she's got the rotary blade. So
Good.
have at it on the fabric. I never thought of cutting sequin fabric and stuff like that. Or batting. I haven't even done that one either.
That was one of the, let's see if this works type.
We're going to let you test it, and let's go to Jennifer's gallery and see what works.
Yeah. So, or what else have we cut? Tulle, lace. Yeah, the rotary blade works for all those kind of fun.
I never even tulle I never thought of. You could make such cute gifts with layers of tulle, like little flowers, and put them on top of a box. Oh gosh, Jennifer, you just give me a lot of ideas.
Well, I don't have it in front of me, but I did cut some tulle that had it had flowers in it. Mm-hmm. And I did that with the flowers, and then I did the direct cut and kind of like fussy cut some of the flowers for the top. So it'll still direct cut right on the fabric with the rotary blade. So yeah, layer up your tulle and make some fun flowers.
Oh, that's a good idea. All right, so all of you watching while we're waiting for this to cut, what are you cutting on your ScanNCut? Okay, Michelle wants to know. Tell more. What mat did you use for cutting the batting?
So for the batting, I used the low tack mat with my rotary blade.
Okay.
Just about finished.
Debbie also said her granddaughters are going to love these bracelets. She's going to have to try it. I'm with you, Debbie. My nieces are going to go crazy for this.
And you know what? Get them to help you put the links together. I'm going to show how to put the links together. It's really, really fun.
Yeah. So Jessie, are you watching? Do you think Allie would like one of these? Because that would be a good spring gift for her too. I've got a lot of nieces, so I could be really busy on this.
Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, my hobby shop didn't have too much of a selection of vinyl, so that's why I got creative with the heat transfer vinyl.
Caroline, hey Caroline. I think she said she's getting ready to upload some things to her gallery too. So Caroline, what is your gallery name? Because I saw, by the way, let's see. I'll find it on here. Somebody else. Oh yeah. One of the other ones that we have to watch for is she_stitched_this.
There it is.
I love that. So Caroline wants to know, does the batting leave fuzz all over your machine, or any tips for that? No,
it's not like a needle, like when you're sewing, it's not leaving fuzz down in your machine. It's just cutting, and then you might get fuzzies on your mat, so you're going to have to clean your mat, but not in the machine. I haven't had that problem.
Yeah, and it's funny you say that, Jennifer, because some batting is really messy and some batting is so nice. So go for the quality on that, probably.
Yes. All right, so I'm going to switch cameras. We're going to go back to the ScanNCut.
All right. Yes, Teresa, there is a replay. All you have to do is when this live show is over, you can go back here. This is episode 417 on Brother Crafts, and watch away as many times as you want.
All right. So back at the ScanNCut, we're finished cutting. I'm going to touch OK. I'm going to unload my mat. And then I'm going to make one more camera change. So here we are at the mat. Can you see that okay?
We sure can.
All right. So we're at our mat. And I'm just going to peel. Look at how nice.
Look like bow ties.
Look like little bow ties, but I mean, that's the auto blade. I did not have to adjust it. The machine did all the work for me. I love that. So I've got my little links here.
This project is ingenious. It is so cute, so fun, and super fun to watch.
I mean, I could have had these all cut, but what fun would have that been, right?
No, we like to watch everything going. And everyone watching, leave a comment below because you're going to try this. We're not finished yet, but I love the way that she gave all the steps for the ScanNCut. And when you go back to watch the replay, you can just hit pause, go back and forth if you need a little bit more or anything like that. So great tutorial, Jennifer.
That's why I did it this way, Angela, because I could have had these all cut and said, okay, cut these on your ScanNCut and then go. But I think steps on the ScanNCut, if someone hasn't, they're new to the ScanNCut or they're, they're unsure, at least I've given the steps. So I'm going to leave these little pieces on my mat for later. I save things, and I don't know if I'm going to save those, but the ones with the glitter on the back I saved. I don't know if you've seen the little embroidery projects where people are putting confetti underneath the clear vinyl.
Yeah, I have.
Like confetti to me. And so I saved them. I'm horrible. I'm a quilter. So, every little piece can I save. So I have these pieces that have the glitter on one side. And I'm like, hey, that looks like confetti. So
okay, I'm laughing with you, not at you, because it's so funny when we find something that like, wait, I found a use for this.
Yes, exactly. All right. And we have our links here. So to put our bracelet together, and then here's those extra links I was talking about. So I can use those for another project. Again, saving things. So to do this, you need these bracelet, I think they're called bracelet ends. I got this multi-pack at the craft store, and they've got little teeth, and you just wrap them around the end, and I have just a little, if you have a pair of pliers or something, just to squeeze it closed. And then the one I could not find for the life of me, just little pieces of chain. So you need the bracelet ends, you need one lobster clasp, and you need 2 jump rings. So I found jump rings, I found lobster clasps, I found the bracelet ends, but I could not find the 2 or the 1 chain, to use to hold it all together. So at my craft store, I found this little package. It said 5 necklace finding kits, and it had 10 cord ends, 10 jump rings, 5 chains, and 5 lobster claws. And I thought, well, I don't really need the cord ends because they're made for like putting like the leather necklaces together, but they certainly have those chains that I need. So I'm going to take it's about a 5/8 inch, 7/8, I don't know. It's about a 5/8, 7-inch one of those. And then a small one. I need a little one for the other end. And then in here, I'm going to take one of these chains, and I'm going to take one of these lobster clasps. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little clamp bracelet end and put it on our bracelet. So to start, I'm going to take and just fold it in half on itself, and then take a second one, and I'm actually going to, you're just going to insert it. So you get 2 of them like that. And then I'm going to take the longer bracelet end, and I'm hoping you guys can see this because I'm working under the camera. And I start by just squeezing it. This, I promise, is the most difficult part. Is I almost need 3 hands. I take my little pliers, and squeeze it on the end. So there I've got one end done. And now I'm just going to continue to weave. This is where I think if you had your grandchildren or nieces or nephews working with you, you could give them this part.
Oh, I think this is going to be a really good babysitting project because this will keep them busy for hours. I'm going to cut a ton of these right now.
See how fast you can be. I mean, you could cut some lengths of one color, and if I had like, you know, a red, I could, you know, change and do every other one red, or all right, last one. So now we've got all our links together, and I'm going to take my second piece. I actually think I did the one side incorrectly. That's what happens when you're on camera. But we'll just use instead of the small one, I should have turned this the other way and used the small one. But that's okay. I'll just use another large one. That's why we bought a multi-pack, right? Just going to do two big ones. It's a design element. Okay, so I've got one on each end. Now I'm going to take my little needle nose pliers, and on the end of, these are the ones that have the little, this little connector I don't need. So I'm just going to take it off. I'm just going to open up my jump ring. Easier when you're not live. I think I just broke that one. Why we buy a multi-pack.
Oh, Teresa, I'm so glad you found it too. I know. She's like, this is so beautiful. So, Teresa, this is Brother Crafts YouTube channel. There's also Brother Sews. I don't know if you sew, but if you do, you definitely want to go see that YouTube channel as well. We have a ton of past videos you can watch. And as I'm watching you do this, Jennifer, everybody's leaving comments. Making jewelry is so much fun. I need to send you a couple bracelets that need fixing.
Right. So I took this little clasp thing off. Now I just have my jump ring and my lobster clasp, and I'm going to attach that to one end of this bracelet and then close up the clasp. And then I'm going to take this part with the chain, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take this little piece off because I don't need it. So I'm just going to open this jump ring. I should probably have my reading glasses on to do this. And I'm going to take this clasp off and then just put the jump ring through the other end of my bracelet. Like I said, when you're live.
Yeah, I would definitely need my cheaters for this one.
Yeah. Okay. Put this through the bracelet. Close it up. Now I've got my bracelet. I've got my lobster clasp. And because the chain and the lobster clasp is going to fall off because I didn't close it all the way. There we go. So now I've got the chain. The chain allows it to be even more adjustable if you've got, if you didn't put enough links. And I'm just going to use my clasp for the link.
Look at that. Oh my gosh, hold that up. Oh, look at them all. Okay, leave that there for 1 second. Everybody's like, oh, wait, that's so cute. I agree. Super cute. I don't know which one's my favorite. I like that. I would have never thought your cherries would have turned out so cute like that.
Yeah, I figured, let's just see what it looks like.
I'm going to have you hold them up one more sec, Jen, just while they're up there. There you go. Do you guys have any questions for her? Because these are so stinking cute. Everybody's saying, we love it. We love it.
All right, I'll come back. The gremlins did not get me. All right.
All right.
So
let's.
Now we'll make Easter basket presents.
That's what I just saw. A couple people said, I'm putting these in the Easter baskets. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, they're super fast. And, with your 12 by 12 mat, you can cut a couple different ones at a time and then just put them all together. And then you have a lot of those little pieces that you can use for confetti.
Definitely. Vicki says she uses 2 pairs of pliers to open and close those jump rings. Yeah, I do too. I've broken enough nails on those. I love making jewelry. Yeah. I absolutely love it. And this ties right into that. Super cute. Anybody have any questions for Jennifer? So just as a reminder, you can watch this replay, and this whole project is on the Artspira app. So you'll see if I saw Teresa say this was her first live show. So just in case you haven't downloaded that app, it's Artspira. You'll see it on the app from Brother, and they have a free version and a paid version. I don't. Was this one in the free or paid version? Do you know?
I can look. Hold on.
And they have a free trial too. So
it is a paid project.
A paid project. Okay.
But there's lots of things that you can get that, if you don't want to get a subscription just yet.
Yeah. And you could try it out just to see if you like it.
Yep.
Oh, this is a good idea for a birthday card. Oh, Vicki, just to note though, I just sent a card to someone that they had to pay for because I stuck something in there and it was too wide. So they had to pay $2 for the gift that I sent them. So if you're sending this in a card, make sure you maybe put it in a thicker envelope and pay a little extra on postage.
or walk into the post office and just let them stamp it.
Let them do it. Isn't that true? Teresa says she likes the black and gold. So which color do you guys like the best? The cherries, the black and gold, or it's like the blue? I'm going to call it the crate.
Like a silver, but like in the light, it really picks up the reflection of like a rainbow.
It really does. You know what? I think I have some of that on my fishing lures. I think it's the same stuff. It has to be the same stuff. I buy it in big pieces.
Yeah. So it's a fun project. It's a quick project to get you crafting,
I love it. I love it. Everybody's saying thank you. Thank you. Jennifer, this is such a great project. I'm going to put up just Brother's website here for all of you. Make sure, let's see, it's right here. If you go to brothersews.com, they have 2 blogs. They have a sewing blog, a crafting blog. Also, you can follow them on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, you name it, all over the map. And they have a ton of great projects. So this is just one of the many. But this one is really fun. This is probably, Jennifer, one of the super fun ones I cannot wait to do with the kids. And it's always fun to get them crafting anyways. And this one, I love the way that you showed how to put it together so I can make sure it fits them just right. And they can make sure. I have a feeling they're going to be making some ankle bracelets out of this too.
There you go.
Wait. How about a belt? That's actually a total 80s belt.
Cute. That would be super cute.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you could probably even enlarge the length a little bit. You
know,
cut and make it a little bigger. See?
I'm thinking, I love it. I just threw away a belt that was so worn out that had kind of similar, it was like a faux leather, like a brown faux leather. I think this would make a great belt. Oh my gosh, so many more things. How many links? Oh gosh, that'd be a lot of links. It depends who's wearing the belt though, I guess. Oh gosh, this is so fun. Can you buy individual projects? Teresa, I don't think so. I think it's just they have the free membership and they have a ton of free stuff on there too. So go check that out.
You check it out. There's lots of free stuff.
Yeah. Magnetic clasp. Yes, that's a good idea, Patricia. I think all kinds of things. Earrings. Oh, we're going to get really carried away. Make big ones and I could have glasses. I'm just kidding. All right. And for all of you that want to know the live show schedule, if you go to angelawolf.com, click on classes and events, and it gives you the entire live show schedule and the replays. So I tried to make it easy for you to hop on over to Brothers YouTube channel and watch all of these. So Jennifer, anything new and exciting we have to know? Are you going to any other events coming up that you want to share with everyone?
Well, if you're in the Portland area, I will be at the Portland Craft Sew Quilt Expo, April 11th, 12th, and 13th. So if you want to come say hi, I'll be there.
Perfect. All right, all of you on that side, pop on over. Be sure to come in and say hi to Jennifer at her booth. So perfect. All right, everybody's saying thank you. Great to see you all, and I'll see you the rest of the week on the live shows. Until next time, happy sewing and happy crafting.